I'm TFG and I own the Bull Armory TAC 4 1/4.
I'm Rider's Range and I've got the Staccato P. Nothing beats the Staccato P.
Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. This is my Bull Armory SAS II TAC 4 1/4. I've only owned it for about 2.5 weeks, but I have fallen in love with it. Love the polymer grip. Has a great feel to it, a gritty texturing, nice mainspring housing and front strap, a flared magwell. It has an aluminum frame, 4 1/4 inch barrel, full length guide rod, deep cut slide serrations. They all come optic ready. I have a Holosun 507C on there. Taller sights, which will allow a nice co-witness, and lightning cuts in the slide. It has 18 round magazines, which is very nice, and a trigger that is sub 2 pounds. A beautiful trigger. I think it looks super cool with the cutouts in there, but also that 1911 trigger is just amazing. You can take a look at it right there. Ambidextrous thumb safety, comes with a great carry case, patch tools, and so much in the case, and an MSRP of $1,760. Yeah, I love it. It shoots great. It's been extremely reliable, and it handles so well.
The Staccato P, man, I bought this a couple of years ago and I love this gun. I love Staccatos in general. The P, this is actually an older generation. The new ones changed the texture a little bit, but like so many of the 2011s, it's a hybrid grip module. It's got an aluminum frame with a polymer grip module and steel rails in it. A fairly aggressive it's pattern type texture. It's not really checkered or anything, but it gives a good solid grip even with wet hands on it. Of course, typical grip safety, a polymer face trigger. This thing breaks at right around 2 pounds. It's a duty gun. I tell you, if I was still working in uniform, I'd be carrying this. Really aggressive serrations front and back, easy to do a press check. It's got just a 1-slot rail on it, which is kind of typical of the 1911 or 2011s. Ambidextrous safety. This does come as an optic ready version. However, you got to buy the optic plates from I think Dawson Precision sells them. The nice thing about the Staccato P is it's cut for the Leupold Delta Point Pro, so you don't have to have a plate. It's a direct mount on it, and the Delta Point Pro actually comes with an optional rear sight, fiber optic green sight. Fiber optic front sight, a very slight reverse crown or target crown of the barrel. Man, this gun drills everything. I love it. Oh, aluminum magwell too. For a duty gun, you can't beat it.
Here is Rider's Staccato P. I've shot this before. I've enjoyed it. It also handles very well. Extremely accurate shooting handgun. 17 round mags. Am I going to love it more than the Bull? I don't know, but let's take a few shots.
I'll admit that I like Bull Armory product. I never tried the double stack. I never had a reason to. I like my Staccato. But since the firearm guy was so kind enough to stop out here today, I had to try the TAC 4.25. Let's just see how it'll work here on the plates. Am I going to convert to my Staccato P? I don't know. He's got to convince me.
Here we have the Staccato P on the right, the TAC 4 1/4 on the left. The Staccato has an MSRP right around $2,500. So it's much more expensive than the Bull Armory TAC 4 1/4. Here we're looking at $1,730. So we're looking at over $700 more for the Staccato. Is it worth it? Let's take a look at these. Now, this has a 4 1/4 inch barrel. You'll notice some rain. We're outside here. And then this has a 4.4 inch barrel. The barrel length is essentially the same. As we mentioned, the grip is a little thicker with the Staccato P. I feel just to be a hair thinner there. The texturing's a little bit different, but Rider told me that Staccato's now making a more gritty texture, such as the TAC 4 1/4. And here we're looking at the back. Not a lot to say there. No, this is a Leupold sight, rear sight here, but both are serrated black. This has a fiber optic front sight. This is a black sight that is serrated. Both ambidextrous safeties. I think the slide serrations are a bit deeper cut with the TAC 4 1/4 compared to the Staccato P. All right, both have bull barrels. That's why I left the action open. We'll take a look at this. A little bit of a reverse crown on the right with the Staccato P, and not so much with the TAC 4 1/4. The plate that needs to be ordered that Ryder talked about is an additional cost above and beyond that $2,500, as where Bull has this plate already installed for an RMR footprint. That's why I have the Holosun 507C on there. So it was so easy just to mount that for the original cost of the pistol. The triggers, both are great, both sub 2 pounds, but here we have that trigger with the Bull is so nice with the reset right there. I like the way it's cut there, and then the Staccato is nice too, but I don't know, I think I like the Bull just a little bit better. Maybe I'm biased here, but I think I like the Bull a little bit better. That's nice though, I have to say, that's nice. You know, in the 1911, 2011, both very nice triggers. The Staccato has a 17 round mag. Bull was able to keep the same size mag and use a 18 round mag. So that is certainly a benefit in favor of the Bull TAC 4 1/4.
Firearm guy mentioned all the specs on it, but you know, I've been a Staccato guy going from, well, way back when the C first came out. I've got 3 Staccatos. I really do like them. The fact that this has the Dawson toolless guide rod makes it real easy to take down the gun. One complaint I have about those, much as I love Staccatos, is the optics. It doesn't come with any optics plates at all. It's $50 to get the kit to mount the Loophole Delta Point Pro directly to the gun. It's about $160 to get any other plate that you want that's optics specific. Not real fan of that. But on the other hand, again, still like my Staccato. I think I mentioned that this has a single rail on it, whereas the Bull has a pick rail. A couple other things that, again, Firearm Guy mentioned some of the specifics. The SAS II is a little bit lighter. This is a steel frame Staccato P. Now, they do make this also an aluminum frame, which gets it down closer to the same weight. But big turnoff on that is going to be the price. Wow. It's really hard to beat this. Now, if I'd never bought a Staccato, would I be looking at the Bull? I'll have to say, with my experience with Bull 1911s, yeah, as I said at the beginning, he's full of bull. Well, that's not true. The Bull is actually quite full of features, and I like it.
Both have very light recoil springs. The Bull is a 11-pound recoil spring, and it feels like the Staccato P is the same. The Bull has cutouts in the slide, and the philosophy there is to take that weight off of the slide, which would account for the addition of the optic, and so that makes it really nice, doesn't it? You don't have to change it out. The Staccato does not have a cutout or anything, but it does have an extended magazine release, and we'll see the same thing with the Bull. Both very nice. The fit and finish on both of these is first class. There's no doubt about that. Both shoot incredibly well. Both very nice handguns. The advantage with the TAC 4 1/4, you're getting a lesser cost, especially with the MSRP, by a lot. It also has the optic plate included, as I mentioned, cut for an RMR, and 18 round magazines. The Staccato has advantage too. It is made in America. It comes with 2 17 and 1 20 round mag, so you get an additional mag with the Staccato, and it's a great shooting handgun. People, I have to believe, are going to say, well, I like the Staccato because it's out and it's available more. Other people have told me they want to get their hands on this. They're having trouble locating it. This is the most popular gun that Bull Armory produces by far, and for good reason. This thing is amazing. I have not been convinced today that I would trade in the Bull TAC in a 4 1/4 for the Staccato P. I would choose the TAC 4 1/4. I just think it's phenomenal. I like everything about it. This is a great handgun. Let's get Ryder's thoughts.
I've got to agree. If I didn't already have the Staccato, this checks all the boxes really, except for the fact, as the firearm guy mentioned, not made in America. But other than that, it checks all the boxes. It's every bit as accurate. It's as reliable. It's as easy to shoot. It's a little bit lighter, and it's a little bit lighter on the wallet. What's not to like about that? Okay, am I convinced? Am I going to sell my Staccato P and buy a bull? Probably not. Does that mean that I'm going to be looking for a bull? I think I may be convinced.
Well, I always appreciate making my way out to Ryder's Range. He has a great range here. Phenomenal shooter. I learned a lot from this guy. And I certainly enjoyed comparing these two handguns. We both made our decisions. What we really want to know is what you think. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what you have going on?
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up on Ryder's Range. Just picked up another Kimber KDS-9. I have borrowed the H&K USB Expert from the firearm guy, and I'm no expert, but so far I'm having fun with the gun.
Yes, you are.
I'm having a good time out here with, I got some stuff in the can that we're still working on, but it was just a great opportunity to work with a firearm guy out here on my range and look at a gun that I have never shot before, and I'm glad I did. That is a really, really nice gun, and as I said, checks all the boxes. And you got an opportunity to turn me into Ryder's Range YouTube channel. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Been a pleasure.
Pleasure's mine. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.